You may have heard about the AI search, like on the Grok, on ChatGPT and others. What about AI social media search? So for example, if you are not getting enough ideas in your mind for your website, for example, the content ideas, or if you want to research what people are talking about your brand, or maybe what people are talking about your niche, the positive, the negatives, the neutrals, and what people are talking about your competitor as well. So you can do that with the help of this app called Currents.one. So if you go to Currents.one, they have enabled AI social media search engine using the X and Reddit database, and they have the Instagram coming soon as well. So with this tool, you can do various things. For example, the customer feedback about your product, market research, just dive in each and everything. You can go on with the competitor analysis, product launch. If you want to do a product launch, you want to monitor the reactions of your product and much more, the community engagement. For example, if you want to find relevant communities discussing about your product or services, then you can go ahead and do that with this goal of community engagement, and there's a content ideas. So this is where we are going to cover this, because Reddit and X is my favorite go-to social media apps to find content ideas, because I want to know what people are talking about my niche, and there I will be able to collect all the data, and then I will be able to emphasize on those points and fill that gap that maybe more people are not even doing that. This way you can not only accelerate your search engine traffic, but you will get more leads and more sales, and the list goes on. So so first you need to go to this particular Currents.one and sign up for the free account here, and here you have a different sources enabled, so you can already enable the two, which is Reddit and X. So if you want to explore the trends, for example, Nvidia stock analysis, just what about report you are getting in, just for example, Zelensky and Trump discussion, the latest one, which you already know about. So Zelensky and Trump discussion impact on US stock. So this particular report is all about the impact of the two big world leaders that clashed during the Oval meeting, and see if it's about the market search. So it has the goal of market research, see what people are talking about. If you go to the sentiment analysis, it has -8. It impacted badly on the US stock, and here you can see, so the top words are hopeless, undiplomatic as things going on, and there's the sentiment analysis of which is neutral is 64%. They don't care about such stuff, but the strong negative is around 25%, which is huge for this. And if you go to the top words or sentiment analysis, heated argument, disrespectful, tense meeting, tense exchange, and list goes on. As you can see here, you will get the sources here, for example here. So you will get the sources here, which particular tweet or which particular thread on the Reddit post these words. You can go ahead and check that out as well. So there's a competitor analysis. I don't think you need a competitor analysis for this. So there's a daily market listening, so it will update daily about what people are talking about your research. For example, it's about the Zelensky and Trump, so it will fetch even latest tweets. And as you can see here, it's a 3rd of March 2025, which is today, and there are a user named Phil talking about this. Trump offers America nothing, stock market is set to explode downward. So this is what people are talking about. This is purely on the negative side rather than the positive side, so you can go ahead and see what it's actually talking about. So this is about the market research. The use case are endless. So if I go to the search and let's talk about something about the content ideas. For example, I want to make some content on dog health. I know I'm going all on these subject of the dog health because I love pets, and this is not something which I want to discuss, but I have a affiliate website affiliated with the dog. So just for giving the use case, you have to type out your niche, what people are talking about your dog health. Or you can also put that your link as well. For example, if you want to do the market search for your own brand, just put out the link. But for this part, I just want to just type out dog health topics, for example, something like that. You can choose the regular and deep search mode, but I choose for the regular mode. We will go to the deep for the market research. So it started loading the result. As you can see on the right is top relevant discussion. Cat shows concern for the sick dog. If you go to here, and you will find the link for the Reddit, and you can easily see what people are talking about this particular thing. And on the left side, you can get the summary, the canine nutrition, grain, inclusive diet recommendation. There is a new WSA guidelines compliance. This considered diet requirements. This is actually insane the way it display the reports here, and it will go on and on, as you can see on the right, and things go pretty deep here, as you can see here on the right. And as you can see, the relevance is this and go. So if I want to post something about the dog health, and I can go here and find what people are actually talking about, which I haven't covered on my website. So this is how you're going to do it. So post, there's the comments, there's the tweets as well. As you can see, people are talking about this, and this is just the regular search. Wait for the deep search here. So I think this is done. Yeah, so this is done. So this is the regular search as you can see here. But okay, going back to clear with your current search result. Okay, so it has a take action on inside. Okay, so for action we need to pay for some such product. Okay, anyway, now let's go to the next is market search. For example, I want to launch a product called robot vacuum cleaner for the drop shipping business. Even I'm doing any startup, and for that we need to do a market search as well as competitor analysis, right? But first let's do the market search here. So people talking, just type out your title here, for example robot vacuum cleaner, just like that. And for this I want a deep search and click on enter here. So it will start loading deep searches about our product, and let's see what it is all about. Okay, so we have picked the top 150 discussions for you for the deep search. As you can see on the right, it's pretty extensive and it's go down pretty deep here. Okay, this home pod for cleaning robot is mini ticket, so it's talking about different brands. So this particular for sale, okay, somebody is selling on the, so this is a Milligro, India's #1 service robot brand. So you can also go ahead and see this here. So on the left side it will tell you about the ecosystem and versatility, affordability, cleaning efficiency. So this and things goes on here. So if you want to take action on inside, you have to pay for extra, for example here. So you need to upgrade the access for this and to save your research as well for that also. But I think researching is pretty good. For example, if I go to research, for example, if I go to here, the search is pretty neat here. But here is a catch. If you want to spend money to this particular tool, because it will cost you around $39 per month, what you can do here is after it does all the deep search, you can copy this. This is just a hack which I want to give here. Copy this and go to the ChatGPT, create a new thread here, or you can go to the Grok or whichever bot you use. Just say create. Here paste the data. Just it's as simple as that. So it will analyze all the data if as given as the context you have given here. It will start analyzing it and it will provide you the answer. Just wait for the outcome here. Okay, so we have got this. It has given me a CSV file that of each and every X post or a Reddit post. It will give you the sentiment analysis, but I've gone ahead and say aggregate the result in the chart. So for example here 5.9% is giving a negative review, and there's a positive and there's a neutral as well. So you can use this data for this because on the currents, if you want to do a take action on insight, for example for the competitor analysis or something like that, or what that action on insight is, if you go to the Nvidia stock, so for these PT charts you need to take action on insights. If you don't want to do that, just copy the search results given by the currents and give the context to the ChatGPT or the Grok or wherever you want to work, and it will give you every details you need to have. So this is how you can do. So this is pretty a one hack, but shout out to Currents.one to have this particular idea. So this is something which you want to do, but here's one thing which I want to tell you, which is a bonus on for this video. So for example, as you know, the ChatGPT has access to Reddit, as I've already told you before, and Grok has a direct access to X, obviously because of the Elon Musk. And what if you can with single prompt get all the information just like we have got in the Currents.one? So you can do that with the help of Grok. So this is the prompt which you can get in the link in the description box, which is a social media market analysis with deep search. You can screenshot this and get this prompt for free, or you can support us by this prompt, link in the description box. Okay, and not only this particular prompt, there is a 10,000 plus prompt, so update this weekly, daily, and whenever we get the time. Okay, anyway, here is my prompt here, which I want to do a search on X and Reddit for market analysis for robot vacuum cleaner. So what it will do the sentiment analysis, it will do competitor analysis, and it will do endless things. So use case for this particular prompt is if you want to find content ideas, you can go ahead and do that as well. Just type your niche and it will give you everything about it. If you want to do the competitor analysis as well, you can also go ahead and do that as well. Okay, anyway, so it has done around 1 minute and 34 seconds with 17 sources. As you can see, go ahead and find all the sources here. Obviously the niche is pretty low because robot vacuum cleaner is not bad or high product just like AI or something like that. And if you go to the competitor analysis, so detailed market analysis is this sentiment analysis, overall sentiment. So it will give you the report, and there's the positives, highs, lows, and neutral. So positives are high, negatives are low, and neutral are moderate. So if you go to the sentiment trends over the time, so you will find all the posts positive, good, clean this. What are the negatives? Frustrating, app issues, get stuck, doesn't work, shambles. So this is something which you want to work on if you are going to start an idea. And if you go to the competitor analysis, so top 3 competitors for this particular brand is Roomba, Roborock, and U5. or however you want to pronounce. And there's a detailed findings table of computer mentions. So Roomba mentioned 14 times on Reddit, 0 times on X, but Roborock mentions 9 times on Reddit, but 2 times on this, and you will find all the mentions here. So this is a conclusion. And now Grok has access to the Reddit as well X. Now going forward to the ChatGPT. With the ChatGPT, I've already done this. For example, yeah, this is something which I've done. So with ChatGPT, I've already done this. So first, when I select the deep search here, it asks me 4 things: the time frame. So I give the time frame for the last 6 months. So second thing it asks is geographical focus, and for geographical, I provide the US. And third is competitor analysis depth. Yes, I wanted to include that. Is it sentiment trends format? Yes, include charts. So if you go to the sentiment analysis, okay, so there's an introduction. It will provide a detailed report. Sentiment analysis. So these are something which is quoted from the Reddit, as you can see here, and sentiment trends over the time. For example, the September to Feb 2025. So it will tell you this. So positive sentiment, love this, and go on. So the negatives, and the report is pretty same, but here is the catch. ChatGPT doesn't have access to the X or Twitter. It's only have access to Reddit, because obviously Elon Musk doesn't like ChatGPT or OpenAI or Sam Altman. So that's why they doesn't have access to the X. So only user generated content it has access to is Reddit. So this is a drawback which you want to consider. So this is it. I found this particular app is pretty good, but what if you can actually build that on your own using AI code generators? For example, Windsurf or Cursor. We can do that because it all needs a API from X as well as Reddit, but for the personal use you can use that as well, and we will combine that with, I will say, with the LLMs like open source LLMs from the Open Router. Any LLMs you want, for example Llama, or there's a Mistral also which is available for free. There's a DeepSeek also available for free for I think 7 weeks of instruct. Anyway, so we will be creating that app, and for that video it will be a longer, and for that video you need to do one thing. What? You need to subscribe to the channel. So see you in the next video. We are going to cover that, and do let me know feedback about the topic and how you're going to use this, or how you actually do market research using any tool. Do let me know in the comment box.